everybody, it's Carmen with Family Handyman, and today we are going to make possibly the biggest piece of furniture you will have in your home. We're gonna make a captain's bed, and a captain's bed is designed so that everything around the space is easily accessed with a lot of storage. So here's our bed, and we're gonna make it in 4 sections. We've got the headboard, the mattress support section, the center cabinet, and the footboard, which is also going to incorporate a ladder. Now I've got Ethan, and Ethan's gonna take care of all of this cabinetry part in here, because he's the cabinet expert. So strap yourself in. We are going to give you the step-by-step on how to make a captain's bed. First thing is, we gotta cut a bunch of wood. So this is our dimensions for a double mattress or a double-sized mattress. Ethan has arrived, so we're gonna catch up with him and see what he's up to. All right, everybody, we've got Ethan here.
I'm back.
I am so happy because Ethan's gonna be doing all of the inside guts of the drawers and the cubby systems, which requires a lot of dados.
Just got done cutting everything on the table saw. Dados, all the pieces. This is for the cubbies and for the dresser, chest of drawers. So now it's time to assemble some casework. So we're almost finished with our cabinet, but I want to talk for a moment about frameless cabinetry. Frameless cabinets like this don't have a face frame. The edge of the plywood is actually the front of the cabinet. It saves a lot of materials, and that's why they were invented, but you need something to keep it square, which is why you need a sturdy back. So now it's time to put on the back. Casework is done. Now it's time to make the drawers that go inside of them. So the top 4 drawers are gonna be on drawer glides. So we're holding the bottom just a ½ inch off the bottom of the drawer box. But the bottom 2 are gonna slide all the way out on casters. So I made the dado for the drawer 2 inches up to accommodate the wheels. So now we got our drawer boxes all together. It's time to start focusing on drawer slides. We went with these. You might think of them as 1980s, but they're durable, they last forever, and they're easy to install. So all you have to do is set this back about a 1/16 of an inch, screw it to the sides, and as long as your cabinet's square, drawers should slide right in. This is Ben, y'all. Ben's gonna help us out with some edge banding. Now to cover the edges of our plywood, we're gonna use iron-on edge banding. It's pretty easy, it's already pre-glued. You just line it up with your edge and iron it on. So we got a functional
desk. You'll notice the legs didn't slam down. That's because we put a friction hinge right here to stop the pinch point here and also to keep the legs at 90 degrees. Nice little work surface.
So this is going to be the drawer fronts for the cabinets, right?
Exactly. This is the sheet. So we have 4 drawers for yellow, 2 for the gray. I like to paint in advance so that we don't have to waste our time getting in here. Yeah. But the really cool thing about the Benjamin Moore Advanced Waterborne is the self-leveling finish. It gives you a cabinet grade finish. I love it. We'll touch it up once we cut it up into pieces, but it takes us a few steps further on this really cool project.
Great.
Now I start working on the headboard. We've got a track on the bottom and we've got a track on the top. I went ahead and measured it. I've got a 1/4 inch depth into my dado, and I've got on one end 3/4 of an inch, so I have a 1/2 of an inch play in there. We're gonna go down, put it in this way, and bring it up into it. Gravity will pull it down, and it won't allow it to fall back. And we're gonna slide it back and forth. We'll put a little bit of furniture wax in there so that it really glides. But of course we have to do touch-ups, putty, paint, caulk to make it look good. This is gonna have some handles. Kind of almost there, I think. Aren't we? I don't know. And now we're moving on to the footboard. This is the most complicated piece of my project. I've got my 16 inches of treads already made. I've got a back ledger support, a thicker front ledger support, because that's going to take the weight as somebody goes up the stairs. And then we've got the rails that are going to actually help you go up, and on this end it's going to be blocked in. So we've got 37.5 inches plus 36 inches plus our 2x2s, a total of 58 inches, and guess what? Our headboard is also 58 inches. So a lot of moving pieces, but here we go. All right, so we have ladder rungs. We have 16 inches of our footboard. I'm gonna secure this with glue, nails, and screws because it's just gonna give us stability of the whole bed. All right, well, we've got all the pieces of the bed made and mostly touched up. I've got a couple of pieces of trim wood that I'm gonna have to put in once we figure out where everything lands with height and the mattress. And by we, I mean me, Ben, and Frank. So here we go. So the trick to making a bed is not just making the bed, but you got to take the bed apart to then put it back together. So I've come up with these little brackets. I've pre-drilled them. We have a nice right angle. I'm going to put one at the top of each corner so that when it's time to take the bed apart, it'll be easy to do and the person doing it won't be looking for screws. And so here you have it, all the moving pieces come together to create the biggest piece of furniture in your house, a bed. Now you've got yourself an amazing captain's bed. For this and more, follow us at familyhandyman.com.